Good morning, student. You know that already I have started the solve. That means question number 5, A15 is very important because every year solve will definitely come in the exam, and there are different ways to solve the equations. Okay, so in the last class I have solved till question number 5, and one by one I have told you the rules. Okay, and among all the rules, the most important rule is what? The most important rule is whenever there is a common part, we shall consider the common part as y or a anything. Okay, after that we shall find the value of y. When we shall find the value of y, we can find the value of x also. So here also you see, here also there is a common part. Okay, you see there is the common part is x square plus 5x here. So we can consider the x square, we can consider that x square plus 5x equal to y. So let x square plus 5x equal to y. So if you consider x square plus 5x equal to y, so what we shall get? So root over this value is y, so this is y minus 2 plus this value is again y, so this is y minus 5 equal to 3. Now we shall find the value of y, and remember one more rules here. Here we have seen that there are two root over signs. Remember, whenever there are two root over signs, you always have to do what? One root over should be shifted on the right hand side. After that only you shall make square on both sides. Here directly you do not make square on both sides, otherwise you have to face problems. What you will do? One part you will shift on the right hand side, then you make square on both sides. Okay. After that you see, remember one thing more, that whenever you are finding the solutions of the equations, okay, root over must be eliminated. If you do not eliminate the root over sign, you cannot find the value. So to eliminate root over sign, square is compulsory. So let us shift one part on the right hand side. This is root over y minus 2, that is 3 minus root over y minus 5. Now you make square on both sides. So if you make square on both sides, this is root over y minus 2 whole square, and this is root over, and this is 3 minus root over y minus 5 whole square. Okay, so what we shall get here? This square and root over is cancelled, so we are getting y minus 2. This is a minus b whole square formula. This is 3 square plus a square plus b square whole square minus y minus 5. Okay, so this can be written as y minus 2. This is 9. This is y square and root over will be cancelled, so this is y minus 5 again. This is 6 root over y minus 5. Okay, so what we have, this y and this one is cancelled. So this is minus 2. This is 9 minus 5 is 4. So if 4 comes here, this is minus 4 equal to minus 6 root over y minus 5. Okay, so what we are getting here? This is minus 6 equal to minus 6 root over y minus 5. So minus 6 cancelled. This is 1 and this is root over y minus 5. Make square on both sides. If you make square on both sides, it is y minus 5 equal to 1. Okay, now put the value of y, because in the beginning we considered the value of y. What is the value of y you considered? We considered that the value of y is x square plus 5x. So in place of y you put x square minus x square plus 5x. So this is x square plus 5x minus 5 and this one is shifted, so this is 0. So how much we are getting? X square plus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so if we apply middle term factor, this is x square. In place of 6 we can write 5, we can write 6 minus 1. So this is 6 minus 1 into x minus 6 equal to 0. So this is x square plus 6x minus x minus 6 equal to 0. So let us take x common. If we take minus 1 common, this is x plus 6. So again x plus 6 is common. Then it is x minus 1 equal to 0. So if we take either or, what is the values of x? So x equal to minus 6 or x equal to 1. So you have got the solutions. Okay, next. So question, you have seen that the common method, that is whenever there is a common part, we have to consider that part to be y or x, and this method is applicable in almost all the sums. Next, let us do question number 7. Question number 7 also same. You see, question number 7. What is the question? What is the question? Is question number. See, this is the question. You follow here. If we here also there is a common part. Why? Because x by 1 minus x is there, and 1 minus x by x is also there. That means if this part is y, then definitely this part is 1 by y. So this is also coming under the common category. Okay. So let us consider this entire part to be y. Let root over x by 1 minus x equal to y. So what we can write? So this is equal to y plus, this is the reciprocal of this part, so this is 1 by y equal to 13 by 6. If we take the LCM, the LCM is y, so this is y square plus 1, and that is equal to 13 by 6. Let us cross multiply and let us find the value of y. If we cross multiply, what we shall get? This is equal to 6y square plus 6 equal to 13y. So this is equal to 6y square minus 13y plus 6 equal to 0. Again we can apply middle term factor, and if we apply middle term factor, we shall get the value of y. After that, we shall put the value of y and we shall get the value of x. So this can be written as 6y square. This is 30. 6 is the 36. 36. The multiplication of two numbers should be 36 and addition should be 13. What are the numbers? 9 and 4. This is 9 plus 4. Y plus 6 equal to 0. So this is equal to 6y square minus 9y minus 4y plus 6 equal to 0. So if what is common from in these two terms? 2y is common. So this is 3y minus 3. No, 3 is common. So this is 2y minus 3, and if we take 2 common, this is 2y minus 3. So this is 2y and this is 3y minus 2 equal to 0. Now take either or and find the value of y. If we take either or and find the value of y, what we shall get? So this is 2y minus 3 equal to 0. So this is 2y equal to 3. This is y equal to 3 by 2. From here, this is 3y equal to 2. So this is y 3y equal to 2, y equal to 2 by 3. Let us put the value of y, because already we have considered the value of y. What we consider? The value of y as root over x by 1 minus x. So this is root over x by 1 minus x equal to 3 by 2. Just now I told you that if there is a root over sign, we have to make square on both sides to find the value of x. So if we make square on both sides, it is x by root over 1 minus x, and this is 9 by 4. Let us cross multiply it. 4x 9 minus 9x. So this is 13x equal to 9. So what is the value of x then? 9 by 13. Okay, here also this is root over x by 1 minus x equal to 2 by 3. If we make square on both sides, it is x by 1 minus x equal to 2 by 3. Let us make cross multiply 3x. This is 2 minus yx. Okay, so this is 2 plus 5x equal to 2. So what is the value of x? X is 2 by 5. So these are the two values of x. Okay. So just a minute. See what mistake we have done here. Here I make square on both sides. So this becomes 4. So this becomes 9. So this becomes 9. This is 4. So this is 13 again. This part is 13 again. So this is 13x equal to 4. So x equal to 4 by 13. That one you can do by yourself also. Okay, so you have completed the sum. Now see question number 7, 8. Question number 8 you do by yourself, because it is coming under the same rules. Okay, so you can do it by yourself. First of all, you have to do one thing. You have to find the value of a square plus b square. Okay, you apply the formula of a plus b whole square, then you consider x plus 1 by x equal to y, and you will get the solution easily. Okay, so next I am going for question number 9. Question number 9 and 10, they are coming under same category. Okay, and the rule is also given to you. So I am telling you the rules once again. Question number 9 and question number 9. What is the question? X minus 1. X minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4, x minus 1, x minus 2, x minus 3, x minus 4. This sum can be done very easily, and this is a very important sum. Okay, so what you will do here, you see, first of all, there the main important thing is what? You see, we shall keep the smaller term and the larger term together. The smallest and the largest terms will be kept together, and the other two parts will be kept together. So here the larger part is this one and the smallest part is this one. So we shall keep it together, and these two parts will be kept together. So what we can write here? X minus 1 and x minus 2, and this is x minus 2, x minus 3. This is the main part. This rule is also given to you. After that you have to multiply these two parts and these two parts. So if you multiply, what you shall get is the x square. This is minus x, 4x minus x, so this is minus 5x, and this is minus minus plus 4. So this is x square minus 3x and minus 2x, is minus 5x again. So this is plus 6 equal to 0. Now you see, again there is a common part in their two terms. So we can consider the common part as y. So let y equal to x square minus 5x. So if we put it here, this is y plus 6 equal to 0. Now we shall calculate the value of y from here. Okay, so how we can calculate the value of y from here? That you see on the right hand side, it is not 0, it is 120. The question on the right hand side is 120. 120, 120, 120. So this will become 120. Now you multiply these two terms and apply middle term factor. Okay, after applying middle term factor, you can find the value of y very easily. After getting the value of y, you put the value of y, you will get the value of x also. Okay, so question number 9 and 10, this is the technique. You apply the techniques and you do both the sums. In the next class, I shall continue from question number 11. Okay, so today let me conclude here. Thank you.